Hey everybody, welcome in to another Instagram Live interview. This one's going to be a good one because we're going to enjoy a little bit of lunch with Cole Custer, who's going to join us later. Cole, as soon as you get on, if you see request me or not, I'll try and add you. So send in those questions for Cole. We're going to be talking about iRacing. We're going to be talking about his rookie year and the Cup Series. A lot of good things on tap. I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? Yeah, I think it's Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Let me know where you're watching from too, because we'll try and do some call outs. All right, Cole. I see you. All right, he is joining now. Hello, friend. How are you?
Not bad. How are you?
Doing well. I've started every single one of these off asking drivers because it's looked very different than what we're used to in the middle of April. What's been going on in your world?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I've been trying to do some home projects. Trying to redo my backyard and stuff, but also just trying to get ahead for the season. I think it's all going to move really fast whenever we do go back. So trying to get ahead as much as you can is going to be important, I think.
Before we get into some iRacing stuff, because I want to talk about your debut that you had this past weekend, but I want to first revisit the start of this season. Hard to believe because I feel like I've talked to you for years on end because we saw so much success from you in the Xfinity Series, but it's now your rookie season in the Cup Series. So how do you think that 2020 had been going for you guys so far?
It ended, that last race on a strong note, getting the top 10 at Phoenix. But at the same time, it's been a lot of learning. I think the 550 package is totally different than what I did in Xfinity. So it's just trying to figure out how far you can push it in that package and just figuring out the ins and outs of it. But I think, we've been going in the right direction the whole time. It's just keeping the progress kind of going.
Let's talk about your teammates too, because you have Clint Boyer, Eric Emerola, and Kevin Harvick. As far as entering that camp as a Cup Series driver and now being a member of, the four teams in the Cup Series for Stewart-Haas Racing, how's it been interacting with those three cats? Because you got some personalities there.
It's been awesome, honestly. I think, they've all been really helpful. I've talked with Kevin a lot in the past, with the Xfinity stuff. And now with the Cup stuff, I'm trying to talk with them, every weekend, trying to get an idea of what to look for. And also, Eric and Clint have been, really helpful also whenever I've talked to them. And, Clint always keeps it interesting, so that keeps it nice. And also, having Tony as a boss, that's somebody you can always go to and ask advice for.
Yeah, you also entered into this rookie season with a couple other guys that you were used to racing to in the Xfinity Series. So I want to look at Tyler Reddick, yourself, and Christopher Bell because you guys were the big three in Xfinity. I'm going to say that again. I know you're tired of hearing about the big three already, but you guys have that relationship and that respect on the track. Has it helped now that we've gotten through, those first weeks in the Cup Series, having those guys to kind of lean on and see because you're leading in the rookie battle right now?
Yeah, it's been cool. I think, we've raced a lot with each other in the past, and we've all, I think, gotten along for the most part, and it's been fun. I think we've all made each other better as we go. So I think, it's just, you don't want to compare, just compare yourself all the time to them because, you got 38 other guys out there to race against. But at the same time, it's nice to have people that are kind of in the same boat that you can kind of bounce things off of and just, compare notes, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I'm biased because I'm not. I'm rooting for all you guys because I like, each of the rookies this year. I think it's been a heck of a rookie class that we have. But earlier in the season before it started, I did pick you to be the rookie to watch this year. So you're welcome for that.
I appreciate it. Hopefully I can do you proud and keep going, but it's just, you got to focus on yourself, I guess, the biggest thing. You can't be worried about anybody else. You got to kind of focus on yourself and do what you need to do to make yourself better.
You had that debut in iRacing. It was your first ever in the Pro Invitational Series, but I know you've done some iRacing in the past. I also know you've been participating in the Saturday Night Thunder races as well. So what's it been like now stepping inside of a sim rig and competing? Because we're still seeing some of the best drivers in the world on iRacing take to the track and try and compete. So how different has that been?
It's tough. I haven't done a huge amount of iRacing really in the past. I used to a long time ago, but I haven't done it probably in 10 years or something. So it's just different trying to get the feel of the car. But once you get the feel of it, I feel like it's actually pretty similar to what it is in real life. But the times are so close. Everybody's within hundreds of each other. So it's just trying to figure out how you can make yourself that little tiny amount better. But it's just there's so much to catch on to in a short amount of time. But I think I was happy with my lap times. I wasn't the best guy out there, but I think I was mid pack or so. So I was happy with that for my first time out there.
I think the most entertaining part for me is, you see drivers like 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson, who's wrecking the field countless times. You see Joe Logano miss his pit box. Kevin Harvick sitting in there with a 26-minute time for resets and for fixing the car because they had so many wrecks. So it's just been really fun to see you guys, because we know how successful all of you are on the real track. And then watching y'all just try to do that iRacing has been so funny.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is that, I mean, the guys who are good at it, I mean, they're treating it like an actual race. They know all the rules. They know all the little ins and outs that can make themselves better. So if you're not treating it like an actual race, I mean, you're going to be that little bit off and make mistakes. So I think it's just having to kind of readjust your mindset that it's not a video game. I mean, you're out there actually racing, and to be good at it, you're going to have to put, just as much effort into it.
Now, will you in the 41 car, you are racing at Talladega?
Yeah, we'll be at Talladega this Sunday, so that'll be fun. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of cars out there, so hopefully it's not too big of a wreck fest, but the big one definitely won't hurt as much, so that will be nice, I guess.
Yeah, that's every driver that I've talked to about Talladega has said, I think there's going to be a big one, but at least we won't have to be actually physically in the car.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the worst part about those tracks is taking the big hits, but I think, iRacing will make it interesting. I bet people will make a lot of big moves and stuff and hopefully keep it interesting. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what it's going to be like, if we can bump draft or not. I really don't know what the racing is going to be like, honestly.
Yeah, I asked William Byron if you could expect some, manufacturers working together, and he's like, I don't quite think that we've all gotten there yet.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have manufacturer support much on the iRacing. Well, maybe a little bit. I mean, I'll try and push my teammates and some Fords, but definitely probably not. Everybody's going to be a little bit more out for themselves, I think, in iRacing.
Yeah, exactly. I've also been following you on social media during this social distancing and quarantine time. You've been doing some yard work, which has kept you very busy. I want to talk about this path that you have is it from your garage to your house?
Yeah, it's been a disaster. I looked at that thing, and it had a bunch of pebbles there before, and I was like, man, I hate these pebbles. So I'm going to get rid of them. I'm going to put some pavers down. It's like, this should be an easy job. I mean, it doesn't look that hard. And I'm like one day in it, I'm like, I fully regret this project. I don't know why I took this on, but I'm like halfway through it now, so hopefully I can get through the rest of it before we get going, But I think it's just you got to find ways to keep yourself preoccupied, I guess, during this time.
Give me an estimate on how days you have left on this path.
I mean, I think I've got probably 5 or 6 days into it, and I've probably got about another 5 or 6. I mean, I'm not moving at a really fast pace. I'm not gonna lie. But, I mean, I'm just not going to wear myself out on this patio, I guess.
Yeah, you know that Cup Series drivers are bored when they're doing yard work.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping I can move on to a new project soon. That thing's wearing me out.
You've also been talking about cooking.
Yeah, I've been trying to cook a little bit. I mean, trying to, do a little bit more of a diet kind of thing and figure that out. So this is the most I've ever cooked in my life. So I think it's definitely helping me, I guess, just having some meals that I guess I can take into the future in my life, but definitely not the best cook out there. And also, I mean, it's getting hotter out, so I was thinking about maybe, might do some custard reviews here soon, so who knows?
We need to get back on those, because I will say you did those in 2019, and those were some of my favorite social content pieces of any driver.
Yeah, I mean, it's I haven't done one in a little while now.
You haven't? It's been a while.
Yeah, so I'm looking. Actually, the last one I think was with you at Fontana. It wasn't actually custard though. It was like a sherbet kind of thing.
Yeah, it was.
So I think it's getting hotter out. We have nothing to do during this quarantine, so might as well try and do a custard review, I guess.
I am in full support of that. So when we do get back racing, whenever that may be, what do you think is going to be the biggest challenge for the 41 team getting back on track, and what is your goal for the rest of this 2020 season?
I mean, at first you're going to be just kind of knocking the rust off. I mean, we're taking, almost 2 months or something off right now. So doing that's the biggest thing. And then I think after that, I mean, you're going to want to just keep the car clean. I think you want to be consistent through this run, because there's going to be a lot of races happening in a short amount of time. So if you can keep your cars clean, it's going to be good for the team. It's going to be good for you. And I think it's just a matter of just being consistent, because, you're going to have – it's going to get grueling at times, and if you don't stay consistent, you're not going to make, you're not going to be in a good spot. So it's just trying to, kind of calm yourself down because you're going to be doing, multiple races at a time.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you keeping us entertained on social media. Guys, if you aren't following along on this pathway journey, it's been really fun looking at the pictures from you and your roommate. So check out his social media to keep up with this because he might finish it before we get back racing.
I
But
hope
he will
so.
be, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you race this Sunday at Talladega. It's going to be a good one. Avoid that big one, my friend.
I appreciate it.
All right, bye, guys. Thanks for watching and stay safe.